nugget. Okay, so you said that when you swing, and this is just kind of the full swing or something, is that you said something to me, is that you're trying to keep the face square.
Well, my assumption is that if it hits square, then it's going to go straight to your target.
Correct.
But if you close in from the toe, that's going to pull it.
Right.
Or if you open the toe, it's going to go.
Right. So what you're doing at this point right now is that you're coming over the top,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
with a closed club face, right, and then what happens is, I guarantee you, you're probably seeing a little bit of a chicken wing as you're coming through.
Okay.
Okay. But the thing is that what happens when we do that is that our chest stops, our hips kind of stop momentarily as our arms kind of pull through like
Right,
this,
right.
and then what we get is that big nasty pull.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So to get more consistent, like what you asked for, what's the little nugget we can have here, right? The big thing is that if this is my target, right? Let's go with this. All right, if that's my target, right?
Okay.
This is how I'm lining up, right? Your swing path right now is this. Wouldn't you agree? Your swing path.
It could be that, and again, you be the judge. I'll be happy to show you a couple of my swings so you know
Yeah.
what's
yeah.
happening. My feeling is my swing path is not as good as the club face. In other words, my swinging is fine, okay? It is going. It's not going this way.
Mm-hmm.
It is supposed to be going that way, so I'm going that way. But I think when I come down to hit the ball, my club face, instead of going that way, it's coming this way, and maybe that's why I'm going.
Correct. We'll take a look at your grip. That's probably where that might be a culprit.
And maybe
right there.
looking at it, you can tell me
Yeah.
what should I do.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
what I would say is that probably if I looked on it, we're probably
Okay.
going to have more of an over-the-top path.
Okay.
What we want to get to is more of the idea of swinging out this way, and I'm sure Golf Tech told you that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that. By the way, Golf Tech thing was 5 years ago.
I get you, but there's going to be little things that
Yeah.
they said that they're going to kind of repeat and rehash, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that sparks up a little bit.
I appreciate that, but I'm here for that one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my biggest challenge is the short game, which is everybody else's. And chipping and pitching, right? Depending upon the distance and all that. That's where I want to literally have somebody tell me, this is what you're going to do, this is how you're going to stand, and this is how you're going to grab your and what the action is.
Absolutely.
Because I watch videos.
Yes.
And by the way, I watch too much of golf on TV.
That's good. That's
That's
good.
what I learned.
Yeah.
And I've self-taught myself also.
Yes.
So I'm at least doing, I would call it, better than my buddies, who are tagging along behind.
Gotcha.
I'm good that way.
Well, you're absolutely right. What we have to do is we have to take those visual effects that we're seeing and turn those into feels.
Yeah.
Right? Right now, and it's like any other human, we can't turn the camera on ourselves,
No.
right? We have to kind of look at video, we have to kind of videotape ourselves and some of these. So, we've got to kind of, see what we're doing right in our setup and wrong in our setup, and I guarantee that's going to be the first part we start with.
Sure.
And then, the other part is trying to give you a feel for what it's going to feel like to make this motion and trying to relate that not to just what chipping is, but what we also do in other things too.
Correct.
Right? So,
Correct. And then finally, of course, bunker shorts are, it's just a mental work. And I know purely mental.
it is.
And just so that I'm giving you a full blown up picture of where I see the problems. And I know that's what it is. So what happens is, first of all, I know in golf, you got to complete the swing. You're gonna hit it right.
Absolutely. We've got to finish on a full side.
Follow up, right? My bugaboo, unfortunately, mental is when I'm in the sand, and then when and again, I'll take the practice swing and all that. Okay, and I typically take the sand wedge or 60 degrees or what have you.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Problem is, the moment I come down and hit the sand
You stop.
and I don't follow up. And by the way, many a times I followed up and boom, I'm doing the right thing, comes out, goes properly,
Right.
etc. My biggest thing again in all of these issues is the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I waste many a times 1 stroke, 2 stroke, just for being inconsistent.
Frittering away shots,
Yeah,
right?
just being inconsistent.
Absolutely.
So nowadays, you know, we are all beyond seniors, right?
Yeah.
So all my buddies said, "Hey, you can hit 200, but we're gonna play from the seniors."
Gotcha.
So playing from there, I'm shooting 40, you know,
Mhm.
9.
Gotcha. You're playing
Between
Ds.
40 and 45, but I still want to I want to enjoy the game,
Yeah.
and I want to enjoy every shot
Mm-hmm.
that the way it should be hit, right? Now, occasionally you'll make mistakes. You're a human being.
Absolutely.
Pros do the same thing.
Yes, absolutely.
So I don't mind doing that, but at least I've reached to a point where even the others are telling me, "Hey man, that was a great shot," and all that, and I feel it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. It's the long game and the short game. The
Okay.
short game definitely needs some technique improvement and all that, no question about it.
Okay.
If I can catch up with that and make it a consistency, then there is a pretty damn good chance that I could be doing reasonably well even with a regular tee off
Uh-huh.
instead of seeing it go to the next one. Catch up with my buddy, you know, without any issue.
Absolutely.
So that's my thing.
So,
You tell me what I need to do and I'll follow you guys.
so let's do this. Let's go with this for a start, Brock.
Sure.
Why don't we kind of I've got some balls there. I just
Okay.
want to kind of take a look at your setup. I just want to see you hit a few chip shots, see what you kind of do, see the
Okay.
motion. Does that
Okay.
sound good?
Okay.
Okay, so we've got,
What club do I pull out?
you know, whatever you usually feel comfortable with, whatever you're kind of,
Either the wedge or the 56.
let's go with the 56 for
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll go on over to the pitching wedge. Okay, sound good?
Yeah.
And let's give ourselves a little target here. Looks like the flag's down for right now,
Oh.
but that's okay. I'm gonna go for this guy right here. Okay, we're gonna go
Oh.
for a short little shot here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, just a very short. Okay.
Yeah, just a very little short shot. Let's just see what we're kind of doing there. Okay.
Yeah. And I end up using the clubs when there is a deep grass or something.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's flat like this,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's closed like this, by default, I force mentally to pull this guy out, which is the wrong thing to do.
No, I mean, I wouldn't disagree with that. I
Okay.
wouldn't disagree with it. And that is probably what I would say is the safer play, right? If I'm statistically speaking to you, right, that is the safer play, right?
Okay.
And if you can get
So from a short distance, if I occasionally pull that, that's okay.
perfect.
But even if it was nice and easy, but I was another 10, 20 yards away, I should probably rely on this guy than that guy.
Maybe so. I mean, to be honest with you, it's one of those things that how much you practice, right? How much time are you going to be willing to practice that 20-yard shot? How often are we going to have that, right?
Right.
So I think it's just a little bit more prudent to practice this shot a little bit more. So I just want to kind of see the motion here, and we're going to videotape it, and then take a look from there.
You tell me if you're ready.
Whenever you're just going to hit a few shots, just
Okay.
feel free, kind of warm up.
Oh, see.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
That's we want it. We don't want to see all the perfect ones. It'd be like taking your car in to get fixed, and right, the problem doesn't occur.
Right. Very true.
do about 3 or 4 more.
Okay.
Kind of get yourself used to it a little bit. And then we're going to kind of talk about a few things.
And I also want you to observe my setup, which I don't think anybody has ever showed me for chipping and pitching.
Yes,
In
sir.
other words, how to hold this, how to hold, you know, in whatever.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I've just done it on my own.
Yes, sir. That's going to be the next thing that we're gonna get into. Yes, sir.
Oops, blade is big.
Okay.
Now,
And we're gonna explain why. Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. I'll kind of explain why here a little bit.
Okay.
So, let's kind of take a look at the video here real quick,
Okay.
and let's just see what we're doing here. Okay. Kind of take a look, see what we're kind of doing. Have you ever seen your video swing on video?
At the time when I was at the golf tech,
Okay, yeah.
5
Okay.
years ago, they did.
Just kind of watch your motion here a little bit. Right? Okay, so a few things that we want to kind of change here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about what we want to do here on the video. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then you're going to come in and you're going to get into my positions. Good?
Sounds
Okay. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to move that ball back in our stance. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little weight forward onto our front side, probably.
So bend it. Bend it.
No, so we're going to feel like, what we're going to feel like is if I went like this and I just kind of leaned up against the door jamb,
Okay.
that kind of feeling.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other thing is you get your hands in a good position right here where the butt of the club is pointing towards your left hip.
Okay.
Okay, that means that we've got forward shaft lean. It's going to get even more when we put that ball back.
Okay.
Okay. Now the other thing that we want to kind of realize, and this is something I want to kind of show you here a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, is that when we do this, we're going to get a little bit closer to the ball. Okay, and when we do that, the club shaft is going to be a little bit more vertical. Do you see that?
Okay.
Okay, that's because we're scooching in just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's the typical shot? Where it would be and where would it be with the chipping? Can you do the relationship a little bit vertically yourself? Okay.
Okay. So I'm probably going to scooch in just a little bit right here. Okay. So if I was
So
playing
it's
a regular
coming towards,
wedge,
it's sort of coming towards your belly button.
yeah, it will. You can see right here if you get back behind me right here,
Okay.
right? You see how if I'm this
Yeah.
would be my regular stance.
Yeah.
See
Oh,
how-
it's gonna go up. Okay.
That's what I was just saying right there.
Got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. So next thing's going to be. Let's see. So the big thing that we're kind of doing as we come through here, right? We've got to make sure that we're rotating our chest a lot more.
Okay.
Okay. And
I'm just staying straight.
correct. And then
My
you-
bottom half of the body doesn't even turn.
well, yeah, your lower body is kind of stationary,
Right.
right? And then you have this big flip right here with your wrists. Okay, so what you're going to see here, and watch me here as a demonstration here. I'm going to kind of demonstrate and walk through what we're
Okay.
going to kind of do here.
Okay.
All right, so first things first, what we're going to kind of do is when we set on up, okay, we're going to have a very small stance,
Okay.
okay, right? We're going to have a little weight on our left side, or we're going to feel like our sternum's just ahead of the ball, okay? The next thing is that we're going to scooch in and crowd the ball, and then we're going to have the butt of the club point just left of our hip right here, okay? Now the big thing is with this, right, is this, it's kind of more of a stiff wristed shot, not a lot of wrist hinge, okay, like we
Okay.
would with a pitch, okay? It's going to be kind of more stiff wristed, okay? And then what we want to kind of do is as we go, right, if I kind of put this club to my side just as so, as I kind of turn and rotate, you see how my chest is really rotating
yeah.
and turning? This club's not going to hit my side if I do it correctly. If we saw you on the video, you'd be like this, hitting your side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because the head was flipping basically
Correct.
in the, yeah. Okay.
Correct. So what that does in turn, okay, is that if I don't hit that with forward shaft lean, if you come on over here,
Yeah.
right, if I hit it with forward shaft lean like we're supposed to, it's going to hit that club and go up, okay? What you're doing currently is you're going like this. As you hit it, you're hitting it with the leading edge, and it's going.
And it's blading.
Correct. Or if you do time it up correctly, you flip the ball up with so much spin that it just sits and stops, right? So you have to time it up absolutely perfect to get it there, and you'd have to spend hours upon hours to get that correct, right? So a better technique, right, would definitely be playing back of the stance. Okay, you see how I've got that back?
Is that your 56?
Yes, sir. This is my 56 degree. Okay, and then right here, just as so, I'm going to scooch on in. I'm going to choke down for control.
Okay.
Right? And then what I'm going to focus on, okay, if I kind of put a leaf right here in front of my ball, right, I'm going to focus on dropping that club down on the ball and trying to get through to that leaf. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So let me kind of do this here real quick and let you kind of watch me, okay? Getting in close, weight just slightly forward, stiff wristed, about knee high, down and through. Okay. You see how the club is off to my side right here?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Now you can also see that there's a little knee rotation here too. You can see in the video when you do it, it's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Right?
That's no good.
No good. Right? We've got to, you know, if I told you, right, so come on over here and put your club down. Go ahead and put your club down. Okay, and I'm going to have you give a ball. Now I want you to throw that thing under to that. Okay? You've got to give it a little bit more force to get it there, right?
Okay.
So throw it there.
So two ways you can do it.
Yeah, but what would be maybe an easier way?
Or swing.
How about if we use our legs too, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah. So you feel how you're kind of pushing off the ground a little bit there?
So that gives a little bit of
Correct. So if I was going to throw this, right, I'd probably go like this. I'd probably go. See how I'm leaning into the ground? There's a little bit of some movement with our knees, right? We want to kind of make sure that we're fluid with our knees, with whatever process that we're doing, right?
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and you can pick up your 56 again. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself in the proper position.
Okay.
Okay. And then what I want you to do is you're going to come in with your right foot to where my right foot is, and then you're going to step here where my left foot is. Okay.
Right behind you.
Right in my
your
stance.
position.
Yep. Correct. So we're going to get on in here just like this. All right. So come on over here for me.
Okay.
Let's put our right foot right here where mine is.
Okay.
Good. Left foot where mine is. Good. All right. So we're going to kind of move this guy just a little bit. Yeah, just a smidge. There you go. Okay, good. There you
All right.
go.
Now.
Hands are going to be forward.
Okay.
Good. Remember, I feel like we got just a little weight shift forward.
Okay.
Just a little bit, right?
Okay.
Maybe 55, 45, maybe 60, 40. Okay, don't get lost too much in the numbers.
Sure.
All right? Okay. Now, as we kind of come through here, bring it on up just for a sec. So we're just going to get to about here. This is about as far as we really want to have with this kind of chip shot.
Okay.
If we need something longer, then we'll get a different club or more length. Does that make sense? Okay. There we go. Good.
Now, as far as the blade sitting on the floor, is that right?
So you want to make sure that this blade, okay, because we're going to have it elevated just a little bit. See that? Okay, so you're getting a little bit of the heel off the ground.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
But you want your scoring line to be square to where you want to kind of be.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, good. So hands are going to be forward.
Okay.
There you go. Good. There you go. Good. So as we kind of go, right here. All right.
Now, to me, it looks the ball is a little further, deeper right, but maybe that's how it should be, right?
Well, we are
I mean,
out to the
I
right.
shouldn't
so
go any closer.
So you need to kind of move this way for our target. Come on over here. So I'm going to get you in line where your target is.
Got a gentleman behind.
Okay.
We got these high school boys out here real quick. We'll get right out of the way.
All right, my man.
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah.
can I see the rest of your complete with this gentleman?
I can talk to you real quick. I don't.
Oh, fine, just like the one in my eye.
I can't do it today.
On my
I said I can't.
Oh, you can't.
I can't. Not today.
Retired.
I got you. I understand. But we can schedule up something maybe for tomorrow. You gonna be around?
I will be around.
Okay. Let me see. I think maybe 10:30 tomorrow. Do you want to meet me on the driving range?
I guess you can. My iron.
So like a short one?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We can meet on over here at 10:30. I've got a 9:30. Okay. So you'll see me on over here.
What is it, an hour, half hour?
I understand. You have a good one.
See you
okay?
tomorrow. Thank you.
You guys can lower it up.
Yeah,
All right?
man.
So you can get. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. Right here.
There you go. Hands forward. There you go. Weight forward. Okay. And just give it a small little shot. Try to get down on it. Better. Okay. And we got to keep that chest and club handle moving a little bit better. We're going to give you a feel for that. But right now we just want to kind of work on that setup. There you go. Much better.
That's better.
Much better. There we go. Good. Good. All right. Weight just a little bit forward. Hands forward. All right. Try to get down on that. All right.
I went wrong direction, but.
All right. Making a little bit better contact. Okay. You go a little bit more back in the stance. Kind of move around here just a second. There you go. There you go. Just like that. Yep. Very good. Just try to hit down on it. Yeah. There you go. Much better. How did that feel for us?
Much better.
Good. All right, let's just kind of keep going with this setup right now for you. Okay. You got a little scoopy with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in order for me to gain some distance, what would be the only thing I'd do differently than what I'm doing? Just go a little more, or
You could go a little bit more, but what I would suggest, Ron, is this. You just go to 52.
okay? Oh, and that will give me
Correct. Let's not change our setup or anything like
Okay.
that, or our swing.
okay.
Right? Let's just change the club with the same routine and setup,
Okay.
and we'll get a different distance.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay? Now, the one thing we've got to kind of get rid of is the flip that we kind of got in our swing a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
And I should not do that. I should
Correct.
just go straight.
Correct. So let's kind of do this. Let's give you a little drill here to kind of feel it. Just a sec.
Can I hit
okay?
one more?
Yeah. Go ahead and hit one more for me, please.
No.
No.
I hit the ground.
Correct. So let's do this real quick. Let's do this together, okay? So what I want you to do is I want us to get into our setup. Okay, let's get into our setup. Okay, very good.
Well, actually, I'm going too wide. You know. I
Yep.
need to
So
do
we
this.
want to want to make sure that our heels are almost touching. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so very good. Very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this club and we're going to choke down to about here. Okay? And we're going to bring it on up to our side. So here we go. Ready? Ready? Choke down. There you go. Okay, you feel what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to kind of do here, we're going to kind of get face on. Okay? So watch me real quick.
Yeah.
Watch it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we kind of go like this. See how my chest is moving? That's not hitting my side.
Okay.
I want you to make that small little movement happen. Okay? Yeah. Good, 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 good. Put that right leg on. Good. Guys, together. Good. All right, don't let your hands go away from you. They're going to come around your body. All right? Okay, does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so watch me as I kind of do this. We need to do this drill a couple times, okay? So we get like this, weight forward just a little bit. As we kind of swing up just a little bit, make sure we're rotating that chest, right? And that club is still going to kind of rotate around our body, not away from it. Okay, we're not swinging out this way, we're swinging around this way. Okay, very good. Better. So you can see that we need to do some rotational drills,
Yeah.
right?
So that movement was non-existent before.
Right, right. Everything was, for you, it's just kind of chest stays
And
here,
not,
hands
not
get
only that, even the bottom was.
non-existent, right? Okay. So let's try to kind of put that into a feel now, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it happen.
Correct. Let's
Make
try.
an
Let's try to implement these things. Then once we start knowing our technique, then we need to just start practicing it.
Okay, I'm gonna just do the practice swing first.
Yeah, please. Take a couple.
Not bad.
Much better. Much better. You
Yeah.
see how you're moving through
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay? And
Yeah.
now you're starting to get a little bit more distance control.
Yeah.
Let's try it again, okay? Let's see how we're doing here again. How does that feel for us? Different?
Hey, I'm all for getting the good results at the end.
Gotcha. Great, great. I understand.
As long as it stays within 2 or 3, what Phil Mickelson says. I watch his, once upon a year ago I used to watch his videos, which are on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and he shows distance, this, that, what that.
Oh, yeah.
The goal really is, if you put it in, nothing like it, but if it doesn't go in, that's fine, as long as it stays within certain circles.
Certain, yeah, you know.
So you're able to actually put it in the next shot.
Correct. Okay.
Little too, and I again bladed it a little bit.
Right, so we kind of came up and flipped at it a
And
little
flipped
bit,
at
right?
it?
Right?
Did I really?
Mm-hmm. So, gonna kind of do this
So
to you.
let me focus on it and make sure I don't do that.
Okay. All right, a little bit more back in the stance. Yep, there we go, good. Hands a little bit more forward for us, please. There we go, good. All right, let's sit down and through that.
No, see again I did the same thing. So what's causing it?
Flip at the bottom.
So my wrist.
So here, I'm gonna kind of do this. So go ahead and get your setup for me. Don't worry about the ball. We're not gonna worry about the ball. Just go ahead and get your setup. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide this down the back of your hands.
Okay.
Okay, so just kind of like this. Very good. All right, so I want you to just make a couple swings, right? And that thing can't hit your side. Okay? So we're gonna do this slow together, okay?
Okay.
So take it on back for me. Now I'm gonna come on through with it, okay? So watch what we do. There we go. You feel how we're turning there? Right? Arms are gonna be kind of more like here.
I see.
Okay, good, good. So if I kind of did this to you, maybe this will kind of give you a better visual. So you can kind of see this real quick. All right, so if I got right here and I put this right here behind me, okay, you see where I'm at there? And I get just like this. I want that club. See when I put my parallel with the club on the ground? Okay.
Towards the target.
Correct, correct. We don't want to do this, okay, to keep that thing strapped away from our side. Okay, we want to make sure that as we kind of get here, this kind of parallel. Does that make sense? Okay, so I just want you to come on over here and I want you to take a couple swings where you finish like this.
Okay.
Okay? Now get that chest rotating and turning for us like we want. So here we go. Let me give you a feel for that. Here you go.
Oh, I see. So this should not go up. This
Correct.
Should-
That's going to fold.
this half of it should stay with my body.
Correct. So as you see when I get here,
Yeah.
that pocket's
So only
up.
at the elbow.
Correct. Pocket's
should-
going to be up on her elbow,
Okay.
not out. Good. Better? Better?
So
Okay. But we got to kind of, one thing we got to do is set up right there. Okay. Once we kind of put our weight on that front side, okay, we're going to kind of leave it.
okay.
We're not going to have any
Don't come
weight.
back out. Yeah.
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So here we go. There you go, pattern. Once again.
Yeah. Mm.
Set up again for me. Good. Good. There you go. Good. All right. As far back as we're going to take that is about here.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're just trying to drop that club down on it and then rotate those hands on it just a little bit. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Good. Good. Give it a couple swings there. Get a feel for it. Okay. You feel how your weight's kind of rocking to the outside of your back foot there? Weight forward, hands forward. Go. So hold on. Kind of move it. Feel how we got, like we're leaning into a door jamb there? Good. So we want to kind of leave it there. Okay. Better. Weight forward. All right. Like we're in a door jamb. Very good. Down and through. Let me ask you something. When you take it on back to the backswing, do this for me. I want you to tell me where you feel your weight on your back foot for me. Okay.
Oh.
Is it in your toes, your heels, the balls of your feet? What are you kind of feeling there when you do that? Outside?
It's actually on my left foot.
Okay, you're feeling on your left foot?
Yeah. My weight of the body is on the left foot.
Okay,
And I'm not relying on this guy.
okay,
That's what it tells me.
okay, okay.
And that's what I should keep it that way.
Well, we want to try to keep that weight,
Okay.
right? You know, what I kind of see here, and I want to make sure that we're on the same page, is I see kind of like when you take it back, kind of like you rock your foot over just a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. So I want to kind of, when I set up, all right, let me grab my wedge here real quick. All right, so if I kind of had like this, it's just a little bit, right? So if I kind of got this guy right here, and I kind of stepped on him, right? You see how I kind of have everything's weight forward here. Okay, that's the feeling I want to kind of have, right? So when I get on back over here, I'm not really feeling any weight shifting.
So I should not do anything with the right knee.
Well, no, there's going to be a little play with the right knee. This guy gets kind of anchored in right here, right? See how there's just a little play, but there's no. You kind of have this right knee kind of rolling over the right foot a little bit, right? So you get kind of your weight kind of moving back this way a little bit. Okay, so we want to kind of have the feeling when I set up, right? So here we go. See how my weight's forward? Okay. Now, doesn't mean I'm going to get weight going back here, but I am going to have a little knee rotation that kind of goes this way and that way. Okay, just a little bit, not much. Okay, weight forward. Okay, so you can see that there's a little play with the knees, just a little bit. Okay, but it's not one of those
It's
things.
towards the end.
Correct. It's a little bit more towards the end. You can see it just a little bit, right?
Yeah, just okay.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay, feet together. All right, hands forward. All right, let's scoot you on in a little bit. Scoot your body in a little bit. Crowd that ball a little bit for me.
What do you mean?
Come on up. Come on, a little closer. There you go. Right, so you see how you got a lot more control of that club and it's not so far away from us now? Better?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay.
Didn't blade it completely either, but okay.
Okay. So I
And
want
so, when you're swinging it, this guy's gonna slide underneath it, so it would be hitting the grass about an inch behind, or coming straight underneath.
you want to focus your attention ahead of the ball.
Head of the ball.
Ahead of the ball, because we want to hit it with a descending blow.
Okay.
Okay, we don't want to try to add loft or scoop it up. Okay, because that's when we start introducing the leading edge. So we want to kind of feel like it's kind of like, as I tell people, if I was a fighter giant or jet fighter, right? I'd pull the joystick back to make it go up, right? So we want to go down for it to go up. Does that make sense?
No, that's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Oh, you want me to?
No, I've got it, my friend. I can do that. I would like for you to go over there and work on the setup just a little bit, kind of get yourself good and ready. I'll pick these up for us, no problem. So I'm going to kind of do this on you real quick. Okay. So good setup.
Yep.
Okay. I want you to kind of lift up your right foot here just a little bit for me. Yep. Put your foot on that. There you go. Okay. See how all that weight's got to go forward now?
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and set up for me there. Good. Okay. Now kind of make a small little stroke for me, please. See how you still want to kind of go that way? There you go, good. There you go, good, good, there we go. Better. Let's take a look. So first things first. You see how the hands are kind of going away from the body, right? Which is kind of pulling your body back behind you. Okay, we don't need that much, like really.
Distance between the hand and the body. it needs to be closer to the body.
Correct. We want to feel like the hands are kind of going around the body
Yeah.
instead of going away from the body. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I like to kind of relate it to, right? If I had a little chain around my belt, right? My hands would kind of go around this this chain. Does that make sense? Okay. We don't want, so in the video, as you kind of see here, right? As you bring it on back, right? Bring it on, your hands get way out over here.
Cool.
Now your weight's going this way, right?
Cool.
And now what you're going to do is you're going to decelerate to kind of get into the ball. Does that make sense? Okay. So remember, like any other action that we do in any other sport, right? My follow through is going to be greater than my takeaway, right? What other sports did we ever play, Bharat? Did you play cricket?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm sure you threw a pitch before, right?
Yep.
Right. So when you started, right, you went like this. You were here, but as you finished, you
Yeah.
were down here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Momentum was greater,
Right.
right?
Right.
So remember, we want to make sure we have the feeling of kind of here and following through, letting that release that energy. Okay, good. Good. So as we kind of go here, bring it on up here for me. Bring it on back. Yeah, that's about as far back as we need to go right there. You feel how your hands are really close to your body there? Not getting out in the way.
Then now come down.
Come down. And just swing around. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Once again. So it's going to be here. Right? Feel that. Down and through. Right? You can let that elbow kind of relax as you come through. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And practice.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We just got to learn the right technique. Right? So feet together. Weight a little bit forward. Hands forward. Very good. Now let's just swing down. Drop that club on that ball. Bring some balls into play.
Yeah. That will tell for sure.
Absolutely.
What's really happening.
Find out what's happening.
So how long have you been? You've been here at this club for a long time, right? I mean, giving lessons.
Yeah. Better part of probably a decade now.
Really?
Yeah.
You live around here?
Yeah, born and raised.
Oh.
So I used to play golf on this course when I was 8 years old. I remember this being a par 5.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm 47 now. So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I've seen some changes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
this looks like it's a little farther away than what you've been.
That's fine. So we're gonna get these things on out of here. These little devices on out of here, right?
Okay.
So let's kind of start working on our setup a little bit, right? Kind of getting into our box,
Okay.
right? So remember, scooch into it. Really feel like we're kind of crowding the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
So go ahead and scooch in a little bit closer than that.
Oh.
There you go. There you go, right? Very good.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Ready?
we're going to kind of focus on, right? It's getting that tee out of the ground for me.
Okay.
Okay?
Ready?
Yes, sir. Grab our hands.
Sorry.
There you go. Doing great. Just hit down on it. Bend it a little bit, right? Once again, set it up for me. Let's keep it a little weird. So bring that one back. Good. Good right there. Good. Yeah, just a little hinge, right? Just a tiny, right? And then as we come through. Right? Good. Okay.
No. Got too conscious, but I know what you want me to do.
Okay, okay.
see.
We're thinking, right? It's good. Good. All right. Good. Back of our stance. Very good. Weight just a little bit forward. Hands forward. Good. We're going to hit down on that ball, okay? Down and through.
No, what am I doing?
It's okay.
Keep trying.
You're trying to help it up in the air. Okay, you don't need to help it. All right. What I want you to do, okay, this is the feeling we're gonna have. I want you to have the feeling you're gonna hit it underneath this bar. You got me?
Oh, I see.
How are we gonna do that? Right? I want you to feel like you're gonna hit it underneath that bar. Better. You see how it's starting to go up a little bit? Okay, good. Good. All right. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put this right here on us. Okay, and we want to have the feeling that we're going to go underneath this. You got me?
Okay.
Okay.
My knees cannot go like this. It should be
Just
like,
a slight flex. Just a
Just-
slight flex,
okay.
athletic, whatever we would kind of be athletically.
Okay.
Better. We're still flicking at it just a little bit.
Or my wrist is coming in play.
So you're kind of doing one of these. As you kind of get in here, it's kind of like,
Oh,
okay,
it
so we,
should not happen.
right? So we want to kind of feel like it's kind of like the left arm is kind of straightish as we're coming through a little bit. This. Does that make sense? All right. Good.
Oh no. Sorry.
That's all right. No problem. You're doing good. Weight forward. I'm going to get your hands really forward on you right there, okay? All right. Now I just want you to kind of pick the club up and drop the club down on it. Better. Okay, see how you kind of kept that forward shaft lean through impact? Good.
Right. So just stay that way.
Well, we don't, yeah. So as we get through here, right? So let me try it again. So go ahead, set up for me. I want to give you that feel. All right, good. Good. So as we come on through, boom, right? Feel how the hands are still kind of close to the body. Down and through,
Okay.
right? We want to make sure we're hitting down. And then as we come through, yeah, very good.
Like that.
Very good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'll keep connect. Just grab a
Absolutely.
water.
Take a break, take a drink.
No, just for water.
It is a humid day out today, my friend.
No, I knew that. Even back in 2018 when I went to Golf Tech, young gentleman, Brad, he became a friend actually.
That's great. Play with them every once in a while?
No, unfortunately, we never did that.
Oh, okay.
We never did that. That was sad part of it because timing, what have you. But very first, all I told him is, don't teach me anything new. Look at what I'm doing wrong. Help me fix that.
Gotcha.
Because that's half the battle.
Yeah.
Because what happens at my age now, muscle memory either is there, which remembers 50 years ago what happened, or there isn't any.
Right.
So if you're gonna teach me something completely new, but if you show me that, hey, this is what you're doing wrong,
Yeah.
what you're doing right now, and this is how you set up, this is how you swing and all that, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Even after that, if I gotta, and you know it in this game, every shot you take, you know it,
Oh, yeah.
whether you did it right, and you,
Right. There's something that goes straight to the old heart when you do it right.
the moment you swing it and the ball sound comes out, you know.
Yeah.
And you know that, hey, and many times you know, hey, I'm going to be on the green.
Yeah.
Because I picked the right club, I picked the right.
It's a certain feeling, right? I
Yeah.
mean, when you hit that ball or
Yeah.
hit it right, I mean, there's a certain feeling that comes across. And to be honest with you, you could have hit that shot in the dark and you'd have that same feeling. You know what I mean? It's just everything came together and it was perfect.
Yeah. But that's, by having this understanding and coaching helps me hopefully repeat these actions
Well, the big thing is you
consistent.
can kind of go back and review the video.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the videos that we're doing. I'll send those to you
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know, and you know, it's like anything else with these
Yeah.
things. It's not going to always happen right away,
Yeah.
right? But the more we kind of sit and think about it, the more we practice it,
Right.
the more we review these things, the
Right.
better we get at them. Okay.
Are we doing this still? You want me to continue?
Yeah, I want to stay on this until we have a good solid until
No,
we're
fair enough, fair enough.
calling
Yeah.
contact.
And next time we can catch up or start.
Absolutely. We've got 3 sessions, and
Yeah.
I would like to just kind of, I don't want to just have you drink from a fire hose. There we go. Good. Good. I'm going to do this. Good. There you go. Good.
Okay.
All right. So just kind of drop that club down on it.
Oh no, blade.
It's all right.
Blade is.
So I'm going to kind of do something here too. So if I kind of did this to you, put this right
Yeah.
here in your wrist.
Okay.
Okay, I just want you to kind of take a few swings, okay, and that can't bend. Better. Better. Okay. So do you see when we flip that
Yeah.
club, it goes into your wrist a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't do that if I'm not.
Correct. If we keep our chest rotating and turning,
Yeah.
right, you see how my hand kind of
Yeah.
moves around my body path? Right? I don't want to kind of do this,
Yeah.
and I don't want to kind of do this.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because anywhere the wrist flipping is going to cause a lot of problems.
Correct, correct. So we want to kind of keep that, at impact, right? Good. So if I did this to you, so I'm going to do this to you. So
Yeah,
come on.
that's better. Look at this.
Mhm. Yep. Down and through. So make it a little bit shorter. So I want a quarter swing there and more of a full swing forward. Okay, short to long. Yes. There you go. Much better. Okay, short to long. Okay, down and through. There you go, better. Okay, see how you're brushing that grass?
Give me one ball and see if I
Let's do it.
follow through properly.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Good job. Good job.
And if I had gone a little, follow through a little more, you would have had a little more.
Absolutely, absolutely. But right now, we just want to get the technique in the feel of where that low point is.
And then again, it's the practice, which will make me feel that if I'm, say, 30, 40 yards, 30 yards, 20 yards maybe, versus 10 yards or longer,
Yeah.
that adjustments needs to be.
So, coming to practice a little bit and asking about that, what do you have for, practice facilities around you? What is your plan for practice?
Well, you tell me, I'll follow.
Okay, that's great.
Because, this Heritage Isle, which is on county cross country,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I play.
Okay.
And they got the chipping area, they got the range, the same place. They also have one bunker. And then they're putting, obviously.
They've got like a little short game chipping area over there, right?
They have a chipping area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what I
I will
would...
continue doing this
Absolutely.
before we even see next time.
Absolutely. So,
A few times I'll do it. not just
absolutely,
one.
absolutely. And I want to kind of give you a video before you leave. I'll send
Okay.
one in your message thing.
Okay.
But big thing is when we practice, right?
Yeah.
I don't really, at this point, I'm not really giving a hoot McAnny about our distance control right now at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just focused more on getting this low point to match up.
Yeah.
Right. So if I can just kind of get you to kind of, through.
Yep.
Okay.
Very true.
Right. And just kind of nip
Yep.
that.
Yep.
That's what we want to kind of do to make sure that we're keeping that club face ahead. Now, a few things we want to make sure to ensure that is that we want to feel like, one, keeping that sternum ahead of the ball, okay? Next is basically keeping that handle ahead, pointing towards our left hip.
Okay.
Okay. Don't get it too far
No,
out. I
correct.
see sometimes we start doing that too.
Correct.
So just kind of feel like here's my zipper, probably 2
Yeah.
inches ahead of that.
Okay.
Okay. So I get just like that. I'm going to scooch in just a little bit. All right. And then remember, it's going to be kind of a shorter backswing than it is a longer follow. Okay, because I'm generating this momentum and I want to release that momentum.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So those are the things that we want to kind of practice on.
Good.
You know, if you've got like a impact bag or anything like that, or actually if you just kind of get up to a wall, like a corner wall, just kind of get just like this and kind of feel. If you kind of get yourself pressing just like that, you'll feel